Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Challenge Accepted, and I apologize because my filming of the layout so far was interrupted by an alarm, and sometimes it stops the filming and sometimes it doesn't, and it probably depends on the user as to which happens, but I will first show you the mood board for our challenge that Shannon and I are accepting this week is this Mercy Tiara mood board. It's part of their summer 2020 inspiration challenge. And I'm struck by first of all, what stands out to me is this really beautiful yellow, and then all the summery images and the nice contrast between the teal bits and the pink bits, some of which are a peachy, grapefruity kind of color, and others are maybe a brighter hot pink, so I'll try to bring both of those in. I'm also influenced by this tic-tac-toe board kind of layout that I saw somewhere and screenshot it so that I could lift it at some point. I'm not going to lift it per se today, but I'm going to be influenced by it in that I made a tic-tac-toe board out of the washi tape that came in the Mind the Scrap August kit, and everything else I'm using came in the August kit, which I just got a couple days ago. And among the things are this Echo Park 6x6 paper, which I've got some kind of squares here that I'm going to incorporate in there. Some damask love, adorable little clothespins that have a little bit of paint. There's the pink, the lime green, and the teal there. There's some Pink Fresh Let's Stay Home embellishments, and I've got a couple of Bramble Fox perspectives. These did not come in the Mind the Scrap kit, but I became aware of this company through some of their perspectives that did come in a kit a couple of years ago. Okay, so what I've done, I'm also working on the Mind the Scrap Summer Challenge, and this week's rules are that I need 3 embellishment clusters. I need to journal at least 10 words, and I've typed up some journaling. I will also handwrite some on here. A minimum of 50% pattern paper, so my background is all pattern paper. This pattern paper is from Crate Paper, a collection called Fresh Bouquet. The paper name is Cherish. I need Nuvo drops, enamel dots, pearl or paint on, minimum of 3 words for my title. So I've got a title idea here, this Enjoy the Now, which comes from an ephemera pack by Heidi Swap. And I've got a few other pieces of ephemera from that pack that I'll kind of see how it works. So one of the things that I noticed from the tic-tac-toe board is that there were these 3 hearts in that diagonal row there. So I'm going to leave those 3 open for my embellishment clusters. But in the meantime, I've got this journaling which can go in. Let's put it in here, and then I can do an embellishment cluster around it. I thought I might, near my journaling, I thought I might do something like that and then add some other things. So I'm just going to kind of, as a placeholder, leave those things there, and then I'm going to see if I do my title here, I'm going to have it standing alone because I think I can only have 3 clusters. So I'm going to let's see, does it say a minimum of 3 clusters? Just 3 embellishment clusters. So I'm taking it's only 3. So I'm going to pull some papers that will show underneath the embellishment clusters, and we'll see which ones are left over to maybe tuck behind photos. So for example, that one I might want to do that there. So let's do that. And I'm going to take this and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the fact that I've got it lifted up on foam allows me to get a little pin underneath it. Let me put it coming from this direction. Okay, so there. I'm going to pin all of the photos to the page. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, I thought a plain pink, oh, another thing I did before, when I was filming before, is I used this came in the Heidi Swap, or in the Mind the Scrap kit as well. It is not Heidi Swap Color Shine, but it might be a good replacement for it if you've run out and are distressed that she's not making it anymore. This is called Gold Glitter, and it's from Jen Hadfield's Homemade. And I sprayed it, I kind of dripped it on there with the, I pulled this up and just did drops like I always do. And then I rolled over it with a paper towel, and the mica bits that make the shine came up to the top, and it's really beautiful. So I've done that. So that's going to be on its own. So I want to look at I'd like that color there, and maybe this color here because it's kind of by the swimming pool. And if you'll notice in the mood board, there's a swimming pool. One of the teal sections is swimming pool. So I'm going to build embellishment clusters here and kind of off to the side here. So that means these two these 3 squares of paper are available to go behind. There were some sunglasses in the image, so I'm fresh out of my cute little sunglasses, the Sunnies from Bramble Fox, so I've ordered some more, or some more will be coming with my next Fox box. So let me do this. I want the sunglasses to show. So I may do it, let's see, we could do it that way. It's upside down though. All of these are upside down unless I do it this way. So let me do it like this, so that those sunglasses and those sunglasses and those kind of show. So I'll be putting that one out a little bit. There, and let me do once I figure all this out, and I'm going to kind of put this at an angle like that, and I'll use because it contrasts and because it doesn't have to make sense, I'm going to use this little teal clothespin to hook that on. Okay, now we have the photo of Reese. We have that photo of us. I've done those two. Let me back this one of James. I'm gonna do it kind of down like that. And I'll put a square behind it. I had a comment from someone the other day thanking me for the long, detailed process videos because they use them as instructively, shall we say. And I am happy to hear that because I'm a little bit embarrassed sometimes that my videos are so long. I'll do Barrett's photo, maybe tilt it a bit that way, and with a little bit of the pattern showing underneath. I'm going to use the swimsuit paper kind of off to this side of the photo of John and me in our totally empty, wonderfully empty neighborhood pool. And I'm going to put it a little bit tilty that way. And Reese will go on without a backing. I love grids, but I like, let me turn this one more that way. I'll do Reese more this way. And kind of have her down here. And I might overlap the title there. And I don't know if it's on this version of the video that I mentioned it or on the last one, so if I repeat, I apologize. But the requirements are for 3 embellishment clusters. So I'm not going to, I normally would make the title kind of down here part of a cluster. I would add some, other embellishments around it. But I'm not going to do that because I can only have 3. So now I'm going to start building my, put this on foam. Oh, I need to put the clothespins on. I'm going to use a pink one for Barrett. Actually, let me do it off to the side. Yeah, it's pink on both sides. That's good. Sure, why not down here? There we go. And what am I doing here? This is I'm gonna pin this on as well. Maybe kind of like that. I'll do let's see, there's a pink one, green one, teal one. I'm gonna repeat anyway. I'll do a teal. And I'll do all teal down that way. And I'll do it there. And while I'm talking about it, I may as well do it here. I'll do it over that. Because this one's about us, I'm gonna go with lime green because I love that color. And I'm gonna go with pink for James. I think it's good to do pink for boys every now and then, right? And I want to do it maybe over here in this corner. And let it overlap the siding of the house there. Okay, so I have pins on everything except these embellishment clusters, and I may not pin those on. So now we're going to start building those. I'll build them. I want to do one that talks about binge watching on TV. And I noticed there was a binge watch banner here. So this banner, and let me put it on a little bit of foam. I've got a bit here that could work. Put it right there. And I have some tickets, and I thought maybe I could arrange. I want something cute showing underneath the little television. I'm going to glue the television here onto the bench so it'll be raised up. So I need to put a tiny bit of foam back there. And then I have to look for something cute to be viewed behind the television. What did I do? I cut it off. Oh, okay, it stayed on the scissors. Okay, tiny little piece. Is it tiny enough? It is not. So I will make it tinier. Anyway, I was happy to hear that someone enjoys the long videos. I fear that this one may end up being a little long because I'm doing it from beginning to end. And this is going to kind of okay, that seems to work. It would help if I took the backing off the, I was wondering why it wasn't sticking up there. So you'll get to see all the choices. I did very little pre-work on this one. Okay, I saw this is cute. This little heart, and I'm gonna put a little bit of foam behind it, and I'll let that be the view from the television. And we all, I think, are doing a little bit more binge watching than we were before. John and I are trying hard to balance it with active pursuits, and that's much easier now that the pool has opened. Okay, so there we go. So there's that, and then I thought I would also do a flower. So I kind of like this one, and I'll just put it on flat because I'm going to put foam behind the whole cluster, and I like that it's kind of showing behind the television there. Okay, so I will set this here right now while the glue dries on the little television. Let's go down here, and I'm gonna do, I like this guy, this leaf, the tropical leaf, and I've got the little, I had a choice of a like-colored, a teal rainbow inside the house, but I chose the yellow, and I think that's gonna be really cute. And I'll do this. I also want to add some kind of a little trio of enamel dots, but I'll kind of go back and do that as a last pass. So I'm going to glue this down with my tape runner, and I'm going to let it overlap Allie's square here, while not hiding the sunglasses on my pineapple. I'm gonna do this, do the house here, tiny little bit of glue there, and a little glue on the rainbow. So I've got that there, and I will add, you know, a little trio of enamel dots there. Okay, this one I'm going to build with I've got these dots. I really like this, well, This one that has the baking icon, I'm going to go ahead and put somewhere over here because Katie and Ava baked, and I do refer to that in my, okay, so let me just kind of lay that there. I think that's going to work. And then we did Father's Day at home instead of going out, so I like that for this photo. Barrett was invited, he had an invitational tournament in Florida, and we all accompanied him, and we stayed at home, which was a little, a nice cottage there. Let me put it here to kind of cover this other guy's. And this was, it was game day, but game night kind of works. And this goofy little character, I should put read more books, but this is, Allie came over for dinner one night, and she came over for a different purpose, and then we talked her into staying for dinner, and we just had a wonderful time with her. So that was kind of cool. So I've added those, but I want to add one here, and I'm not quite sure which one. Maybe a home cooking one, and I want to stay consistent with these flowers. I'll do one of these flowers kind of coming off that way. It'll be the base here, and then I'll mount it on here so that that doesn't go off the side. And I like the ticket there, okay, and then home cooking here, and then I'll use some enamel dots. So let me put the foam on there and get that mounted here. There we go, and I let that flower kind of overlap James's square. And I've got this, which could maybe sneak in here. I like that. Because my mantra is more, and that gives us a little bit of additional color. And I like this leaf. It's not going to be part of a cluster. It's going to be the individual embellishment on this photo. And I can let it kind of go under this one, which works out fine. So I'm going to use a combination of, well, I need to do something to Reese's. What does Reese's need? Reese needs, a little rainbow or a family time, stay home club, stay strong, stay home. How about just this little flower cluster? And I can do it right here to kind of go with her teal, say, clothespin. Okay, and I might put this little camera, no, I'm not gonna put the camera there. I've got another idea for the camera for a different layout. Okay, let me put all this stuff off to the side, including the washi tape. Let me get my enamel dots. Now I've got both sets of enamel dots. This one is Dive Into Summer by Echo Park, and it's got kind of traditional pastel pretty colors. This is it's from the Super Cool collection at Pink Fresh, and it has the peachier colors of pink. So I'm going to use a combination of those. I'm going to do right up in here, I'm going to use some contrasting colors. So I'll use the green that, oops, I haven't put that on its foam yet. So let's do that. And is it going to be, I didn't, okay, I didn't put a clothespin on this one, but maybe I will to balance that area down here. And it's the pinks are all in a line there, so that's kind of cool. So I guess this one has to be teal. So I can get bingo. And I'm going to do this one kind of off to this side. All right. I hate that I've used up all my little pins. I have some plain ones like this. It gives me the idea to paint them in various colors. Okay, now I've started to do a little cluster of enamel dots there. And then I'm going to go with, of course, I've got to have the yellow. There's going to be a yellow in every cluster of dots. And I shouldn't call these clusters because they're not clusters in the sense that they're embellishment clusters. Let's go with blue because that blue is in here in a couple places. There, and then here I'm going to kind of use the two pinks. One pink similar to this, and one more of the peachy pink, and then a yellow. And I'll use the yellow from a different set. So it's a little more lemon yellow, and this is a little more stop sign yellow. Okay. Do I want any dots here? A trio of dots in the main color story might be nice. I don't have any teal on either of these sheets, so I'm letting some mint green kind of sub in for the teal. But there's the yellow. Okay, and just because I like it, I've got my Nuvo drops, and I thought I might add a little bit of that. Let me do a little test. Okay. All right, there. I'm going to, if I do some Nuvo drops here by this title, it might be considered a cluster. So I'm not going to do that. They're not showing up very well on the yellow paper, so I may not do those. I did one there, so I'll do another one here. When they dry and the texture is visible, they might show up better. So I've got three on there, and that should be enough. What I thought I might do is go back and add some handwritten information about places and events and dates and stuff like that, but you don't need to be watching me do that. So I'll close it up for now, and thank you for watching. I hope you were able to see it all as I was working on it, and I hope the influence of the mood board is evident, as well as my attempt at a tic-tac-toe board. So Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week on Challenge Accepted. Bye.